friends, it's Kelly here with Kelly Crafts It All. I thought today I would bring you a video of my top 10 favorite craft tools that I use or grab for all the time. So I thought, Christmas is over, maybe some beginner crafters got a little Christmas money and they're kind of looking for, what's good to start with. And if you're brand new to crafting, these were the things that I bought. I didn't buy mine all at one time, but I bought them over time. And I've been crafting for probably 5-6 years doing paper crafts, but I've been a crafter ever since I was in my 20s. And I'm in my 50s now, so it's been quite a long time. So, but for paper crafting, I had just started getting into it probably about 6 years ago, I'd say. And there was just, I didn't even know what to do. And thankfully, in our little town, we have a little craft store owned by a lady. And I walked in and I was looking around and I was just dazed and confused. And she said, "Honey, how can I help you?" And I said, I brought up a tutorial of a scrapbook album that I wanted to make. And I said, "I want to make this." And she said, "Okay." And I said, I have nothing. I have nothing to start with. I am just, fresh from scratch. And she's like, "Not a problem. Let's get you started." I told her how much money I had to spend. And she helped me pick out the most important tools that I needed to start with. So I'm going to start with my favorites. And my first favorite, I've got everything kind of piled up here to show you. But the first thing she showed me was a scoreboard. Now this was I think this and my paper trimmer was pretty much my most pricey items. I think this was like $20. And this is a Martha Stewart one. They don't make this anymore, I don't believe. I've looked for a replacement one because mine's so grubby, but it still works, and I've had this for 6 years, and it's still good to go. Everything still works. Now, it comes with its own bone folder, but I've lost mine. I accidentally put it in the trash, but you can buy bone folders all day long. But this was the first thing that I purchased, was the scoreboard. Because to make the albums, you need to make 1/2-inch hinges. And she said this will make your life much easier than trying to mark it and score it, with a ruler. So that was my number one thing that I invested in. And my second thing that she said would really help, you didn't have to have it at first, but it helped, is a paper trimmer. Now, I like the Fiskars ones. I have a couple of them. I even have another one of these. This one, I can use it for paper. And then after I've used this one for paper, after my blade gets really dull and it doesn't cut very good anymore, I save my old blades and I'll use this one for chipboard. And vice versa. I have another one like this that I'll use for a little bit thicker chipboard, and it'll cut pretty much all the way through. I just save my old blades, put a black X on them, and use them for chipboard. And then my new blades I use for my paper. So, there's all kinds of paper trimmers out there. There's paper trimmers with scoreboards on them. You'll have to, do your research. Find what you think you would like best. And then the third thing I have is various sizes of scissors. You can pick them up as, expensive as you want or as cheap as you want. These were a little more expensive. These were my Cricut Scissors. They came in my cutting machine. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies that I'm speaking of. These are just my favorite tools I like to use. And I love these scissors. And they don't seem to ever get dull. But I only use them for paper. I don't cut wire or anything. I use these just for paper. And I love the tip is very sharp and I can get right in there and cut little detailed things. And then I just have some scissors, just long ones, baby ones. These ones I picked up at Dollar Tree. Check out your Dollar Tree. They have tons of craft stuff now. They're the Crafter Square. You can get scrapers and score tools and all kinds of good stuff. Double-sided tape, all kinds of things. But some various size scissors will help. Will help in your crafting. Let's see. My next favorite thing I always grab for is these are called an Easy Read ruler. Now, like I said, I'm not sponsored, but I got this one's designs by Shellie. I will link things down below as I find them. If it's on Amazon or if it's at Walmart or wherever, you know. But I love this ruler because it breaks it down. You have 1/8 of an inch, you have, you know, 1/4 of an inch, and then it even has all the 16ths in there. Because sometimes we do come across a craft and they say, well, we need to cut this at, you know, 1 3/16 or whatever. And I have this teeny weeny. It's kind of small and hard for me to read, and I always have to have my glasses on to read it. But the only thing I did not like about this ruler was that it was white. And I took black paint and filled it in and then wiped it off and made it a little, and then I put a piece of white paper on the back of it so that I could see it. It's clear, and then it had white, and I had a really hard time seeing. I don't use my centimeters as much, so I just did it to my inches side. But you can get these at Walmart for like $5. It's called an Easy Read ruler, and it breaks, like I said, it breaks it all down from, you know, 1/16 of an inch to let's see, it's 12 inches. So that is one I really, really love. The next thing I like is a good glue. There are many glues on the market. There's art glitter glue. There's barely art glue. And then there's reptile glue. And that's the glue I really like. Reptile used to be cheaper than the art glitter glue, but I think so many people started using it that their price is just about the same. And I even like the Aleene's Tacky Glue in the gold bottle. You can get it at Walmart. You can even buy a small little one at the Dollar Tree. So a good glue is really good to have if you're, you know, getting into paper crafting. Let's see. A good hot glue gun. I see now at Dollar Tree you can pick these up for like $1.25. And it's a mini glue gun. This one, my husband bought me this one from Walmart. It's a Scoreboard High Temp. It's not my favorite, but I use it. It does leak, and it gets real gunky real quick. And I'm always cleaning that little tip off because it leaves burnt glue on it. But it does drip, and I cannot find one that don't drip yet, but when I do, I'll let you know. Some double-sided tape. You can get this at Dollar Tree. You can buy this, you know, online, Amazon, scrapbook.com, any of your crafting stores. A good double-sided tape is great to have. So that's another one of my faves. Speaking of tape, I like a good, you know, a washi tape. Now, there's sometimes that I want to tape something down, but I don't want it to be permanent. I want to be able to lift it off. And washi tape is not as sticky as regular tape, and it will peel off pretty good. I like it to use it on my Cricut mats when I cut chipboard. You're supposed to tape all around the chipboard so it doesn't slip and slide, and I like a washi tape to use for that. The other thing, I mean, it's ideal. I was kind of keeping my adhesives together, but I have bone folders. This one I picked up at Joanne Fabrics, Joanne.com. I picked this one up. It was not my favorite. Is that the end was is thick, and I can't get it into my scoreboard very well. But it's nice to burnish paper down. And this one was the We Are Memory Keepers. I'd got one in my envelope punch board, and I fell in love with it. And I just bought an extra one. I don't remember where I got this from, but if you just type in We Are Memory Keepers score tool, you'll find this. And this one fits in the groove of my scoreboard, and it burnishes really nice. Or you can even use a stylus if you would like. I know I like to have a stylus. It fits in the large end. This I got at the Dollar Tree. You can buy these on Amazon. You can buy them at Dollar Tree, all your craft stores. Type in stylus, and I'm sure you'll find one. And it fits in my scoreboard, which is score with. I'm scoring paper right along, you know, with these. This one doesn't fit as good. I just use this one more or less to burnish. This one fits pretty nice. And then it has a smaller end that I like to use, like if I'm using some paper on something and I need to like match up point to point or something, and I like to use that small and then kind of run it against my ruler and score that way. So those are is that. And my last favorite I like to keep is some Goo Gone, another Dollar Tree find. This is great for removing adhesive off of anything. Like if you bought candy jars and you want to, you know, redecorate them, put some vinyl on them or something, you can get stickers off with this. I use it to clean my scissors with if I'm cutting tape, or sometimes the foam tape like this. When you cut it, it leaves residue on your scissors and makes them gummy, and I like to put this on a paper towel or a microfiber towel and then wipe my scissors off. I just cleaned mine, actually, not right before I videoed. I cleaned my scissors all up. So there you guys go. That is my top 10 favorite craft tools that I started out with when I started crafting. So I'll leave links down below to things that I can find. If I can't find them, just, you know, type in your search bar of what item you're looking for, and I'm sure something will pop up. Alright guys, this was just a quick video, and if you have any questions or comments and concerns, leave it down in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer questions, you know, as fast as I can. Sometimes YouTube gets a little funky and it won't let me reply, but just be patient and I'll answer you as soon as I can. Sometimes it's a day or two, or sometimes it's a week or two. I never know. Alright guys, take care. Stay safe out there. Remember, I love each and every one of you. Hit that like and subscribe and the notification bell if you'd like to see more videos. And the notification bell if you want to be alerted when I do upload a video, because I'm very sporadic. Sometimes I get on a roll and I do a lot of videos and then you won't hear from me for a month. Because I use that time to research and figure out what I'm going to do on my channel. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.